Morning, Mr. Miller and Ms. Langston. I know you have a lot of experience in flooding in your community, so I look forward to your testimony. You may proceed.
Thank you, Chairman Barletta, Ranking Member Carson, and members of the subcommittee for the opportunity to testify today. I'm Linda Langston and a county supervisor in Linn County, Iowa. I serve also as the president of the National Association of County, which represents over 3,000 county governments in the U.S. Counties play a key role in our nation's intergovernmental system, and we are a major owner of facilities and infrastructure, including 45% of America's roads and nearly 40% of bridges. Counties play a critical role in justice, public safety, maintaining county police and sheriff departments, and investing over $70 billion in justice and public safety services. Nationwide, counties invest nearly $500 billion each year to pursue community policies that enable economic and community development, safeguard citizens, and provide a variety of community investments, public health, and well-being. As president of NACo, I've implemented a Resilient Counties initiative to help bolster their ability to thrive in the ever-shifting physical, social, and economic conditions. This includes preparation for and recovery from natural and man-made disasters. As you noted, having personally survived a flood both personally and leading my county's response to the 2008 floods, which had about 10 square miles underwater, I recognize that there are three key mitigation efforts that must take place in counties across America. Proactive county planning is the cornerstone of flood mitigation efforts. Counties with land use authority are using it to encourage safe new development. McKenzie County, North Dakota, with 6,300 residents, does not allow construction in the special flood hazard area and requires additional standards related to anchoring, construction materials, and elevation. Structural protections like levees or dams restore natural systems such as wetlands. Places such as Fairfax, Virginia, have a levee and pumping station project that's scheduled to be completed in the spring of 2019. Lee County, Florida, and Jefferson Parish, Louisiana, are engaged in wetland restoration projects. In contrast to building structural protections, Black Hawk County, in my own home state, is engaged in buying out repetitive loss properties. It has accumulated $5.34 million in avoided damages at a cost at this point of $4.3 million. Counties are participating in the National Flood Insurance Program's community rating system. King County, Washington, with over 2 million residents, is one of only 2 counties in the country with a CRS rating of 2, which, as you noted, results in a 40% discount to those in the special flood hazard area. It was the first county in the nation to achieve this rating. CRS communities like King County are able to educate residents on flood risk and mitigate flood impacts while lowering insurance premiums. The key to building and preparing and managing a disaster begins, I believe, by building relationships beforehand. So when a disaster happens, resources can be deployed quickly and efficiently through established networks and pre-assigned roles and responsibilities. My own county board meets as a hazard mitigation committee, and through this, we are more aware of the challenges facing us. Counties play a key role in facilitating these critical relationships, not just within our local jurisdictions, but between our state and federal partners. Federal programs like HMPG program or the pre-disaster mitigation grants are invaluable to counties that are recovering from and proactively planning for disaster. We're pleased the Sandy Recovery Act recognized the value of HMPG by streamlining procedures and allowing the advancement of funds. Counties play an important role in communication, both pre- and post-disaster, including educating people about risk exposure. While in this room, probably everyone understands the term 100-year flood. When I mention this term to people at home and elsewhere, if they've experienced a flood event, they believe they will not need flood insurance because they don't expect to live another 100 years. I would actually be 3,000 years old based on the number of floods that I've occurred. In my personal and professional life, I'm either looking really good or there's a problem. So I explain to people that a 100-year flood means that during the life of their mortgage, there's a 25% chance that they're going to flood, and that changes the equation. It will take time and good education that must be continuous to help people recognize and appreciate their risk. People's memories are short. As a county supervisor, it is imperative that we educate people about risk because it's the first step to disaster mitigation. and it is in appreciating that risk that they can make good decisions. Education is key, and on behalf of the nation's counties, I want to thank you, Chairman Barletta, Ranking Member Carson, and the members of the committee for holding this hearing on disaster mitigation, and we'll look forward to questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your testimony.